Hi ladies, here we are in week 3, successful planning and shared goals. Now we all know in our professional life, in our personal life, running our homes, whatever it is that we do, that a goal without a plan is just a wish. We can want and want all we want, but if we don't make a good solid plan for it, things are not going to happen. Our competencies this week are to create and facilitate the achievement of shared goals in the work environment, identify the steps essential for successful strategic planning, explore the barriers to planning and methods to reduce these barriers, identify at least 3 strategies to promote effective change in the care of patients, families, and/or groups, and establish at least 2 mutually accepted shared goals for the patient, families, and/or groups. Our readings in the book talk about different types of planning and their effectiveness. They talk about proactive planning, which is planning ahead of time in anticipation of changes that may need to happen. It talks about reactive planning, which is waiting until the change needs to happen and then reacting to what are we going to do. And then inactivism, which obviously is not a good choice. It's a very interesting read. Do you know of any plans at your current facility to be proactive about the upcoming nursing shortage? So we know that many of our nurses are in the 50, 55 age and over category and will start to retire soon. Projections are that through 2022, we're going to need more than 100,000 nurses per year. And with more than 500,000 seasoned RNs anticipated to retire by then, we're looking at the need to produce 1.1 million new RNs for expansion and replacement of retirees. Now, going along with that is, with the Affordable Care Act, there has been an increased access to healthcare services, so more people are seeing nurses. Reform initiatives also increase emphasis on primary care prevention, wellness, and chronic disease management. So there's been more jobs created for nurses in different kind of areas. We see more nurses in physicians' offices as care coordinators and such. Baby boomers are swelling the Medicare rolls. Community-based care is growing. I think that you've probably learned in your studies that the home is going to be replacing the hospital for most type of patients in the near future. And again, we've got many kinds of new specialties as geriatrics, informatics, things like that. So do you know of anything or any way that your hospital is planning for these kind of changes? Think about also, what was the last planned change or transformation that you remember experiencing at work? How did that go? Did it go well? Were you halfway through the transformation and found that all the pieces weren't in place? And has your facility been educating nurses on how reimbursement strategies directly and indirectly affect their practice? Now, this is a funny little cartoon, but it's not far from the truth. If we think about all of the different ways or different things that are in fact affecting reimbursement and how important they are to our nursing practice. There are the satisfaction surveys. There are all of the core measures that relate directly to nursing. So if nurses aren't aware of how important these things are, it's not going to be an important thing for them to do in their practice. So, again, just some food for thought. Please contact me whenever you need to, and I'll see you online.